My experience on the music podcast has been amazing, really insightful, really open, super productive. You're going to learn a lot.
My experience on this podcast has been absolutely amazing. We shared a lot of knowledge. I think you're really going to enjoy it.
This podcast brings really unique perspectives from American, English, French music executives and producers talking about how things are done around the world, what we're learning in India, and what we can take away to help us all become better professionals at what we do. Stay tuned. Don't switch it off. Don't stop watching. You don't want to miss this.
हाय फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू द म्यूजिक पॉडकास्ट। आप लोगों ने के पॉप के बारे में तो सुना ही होगा और रिसेंटली सावन कोटेचा आए थे, रिकी केज आए थे, जेडन कॉमोफोर्ड आए थे। आज हम के पॉप से जुड़े कुछ इंटरनेशनल गेस्ट हमारे साथ हैं। के पॉप से तो है ही वो, और भी इंग्लिश के काफ़ी सारे गानों पे उन्होंने काम किया है। हमारे जो पहले गेस्ट हैं वो एक म्यूज़िक प्रोड्यूसर है, फ्रांस में पैदा हुए हैं, यूएस में काफ़ी काम किया। 2019 में उन्होंने के पॉप की दुनिया में कदम रखा और 24 ग्लोबल नंबर 1 बिलबोर्ड चार्ट में उनके गानों की एंट्रीज है। उन्होंने काफ़ी आर्टिस्टों के साथ काम किया, काफ़ी गानों पे काम किया है। एशियन अवार्ड भी जीता है बेस्ट अरेंजर ऑफ द ईयर के लिए। मैं कुछ गानों के नाम और आर्टिस्ट के नाम उनके पढ़ता हूँ आपके सामने। मुझे भी बोलने में बहुत दिक्कत हो रही है, कुछ गलती हो तो प्लीज़ माफ़ करना। सो आइव, इट्जी, काई, एनसीटी ड्रीम, एनसीटी 127, वेवी, लेसराफिम, केपलर, लूना, द बॉयज़, Promise 9, Monsta X, Astro, Oh My Girl, Chen Un Woo, Kim Woojin, Upping, कुछ ऐसे आर्टिस्ट हैं जिनके साथ उन्होंने काम किया है। कुछ गाने जो आपको पता होंगे: 11, Love Dive, After Like, Baddie, Tank, Kickback, एंड सबसे ज़्यादा गाना जो इंडिया में लोगों को पता है, बाई काई, ये गाना भी उन्होंने ही किया है। सो हमारे पहले गेस्ट हैं इन सब गानों के म्यूजिक प्रोड्यूसर, globally renowned and one of the most wanted producer right now in the world, Alawn. Alawn, welcome to the music podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Alawn के साथ है उनके मैनेजर, जो कि बहुत ही छोटी सी उम्र में उन्होंने बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट किया है। तकरीबन 16 बिजनेसेस वो चलाते हैं अपनी कंपनी जिसका नाम है हेलो ग्रुप। हेलो ग्रुप के अंडर उन्होंने ये कंपनी शुरू की और मैनेजमेंट, बुकिंग एजेंसी, लाइव, टूरिंग, फिल्म, टीवी, ऐसे काफ़ी सारी चीज़ों में वो काम करती है। 42 नंबर 1 बिलबोर्ड नंबर 1 चार्ट में उनके प्रोजेक्ट्स की एंट्री है। उन्होंने काफ़ी सारे प्रेस्टीजियस अवार्ड जीते हैं एज एन एग्जीक्यूटिव, और उन्होंने काफ़ी सारे टीवी शोज़ और नेटफ्लिक्स और HBO में वो काम कर रहे हैं जिसमें वो प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं। उनके बारे में और जानेंगे कि उन्होंने किन किन प्रोजेक्ट्स में काम किया है, कौन से आर्टिस्ट के साथ काम किया है, क्या क्या वो सोचते हैं। ऐसे ही एक यंग, गुड लुकिंग और सक्सेसफुल एग्जीक्यूटिव हमारे साथ हैं जिनका नाम है टेलर जॉन्स। Taylor, welcome to the music podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I know you understood the word good looking.
Yes, that's why he's laughing.
Flattered. Thank you.
So, first of all, thank you for making time and coming to the podcast.
Thank you for having us.
I'm really happy. So generally, whenever guests come to the podcast, I have a very standard first question, which I ask most of them. I'll start with Alawn. Alawn, what's your real name? Alawn is a...
The real name is Harold, which is unexpected. Everybody calls me Alawn. Everybody knows me as Hello.
But it's funnier when you pronounce it in French because he's a French guy living in Houston producing K-pop and his name is Harold. And I love it.
Yeah, Harold. Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Sorry.
So, my first question to both of you, that who's the real Harold? He can't be a producer, a friend, husband, brother, son, the one who lives inside you. Who's that real?
That's a great question, and I think I'm still finding it out, really, to be honest. It's a never-ending discovery. I think at the end of the day, it's just energy and love and compassion and, just someone who's just doing what he loves and go day by day,
Okay. A loving boy who loves whatever happens to him.
Exactly.
I think I can articulate a bit of my experience of who Alawn Harold is. I signed this guy almost 7 years ago, and I've been able to have the privilege of witnessing his development, not only as a producer and as a musician, but as an individual, and confidence and love and experience in the world and communication and all of these different things. This guy is not only a savant of music and a genius musically, but he is one of the most caring, loving, generous, empathetic individuals I've ever met. And I'm really grateful that we're not like very, very few times in your career do you have the privilege of working with someone who you can actually call your best friend. And we've been able to share that in more ways than just music and professionalism, but we go out and we go for dinners and we talk about everything. And if I'm going through a breakup, he's the first guy to know. And if he's having hard times in his personal life, I'm the first guy to know. And there's a really, really genuine, deep connection that's allowed us to watch each other's growth from a personal standpoint through our careers. And it's awesome. So like, when you say who's the real Alawn, the real Alawn is like a loving, passionate musical genius, just behind all of the accolades, behind all of the success. It's just a guy who has an enormous heart and an enormous love for music. And it's one of the things that I'm most proud of you for.
Thank you.
Well explained. So guys, whoever is watching this podcast, please remember, however big artist you become, you always need a manager. You know, that this explains it all.
Someone who, I mean, I'm sure you'll ask him the same question, but just before you ask,
It is so well put.
Finding somebody who believed in me the way he did was life-changing. And, in moments where I didn't know what was going to happen next or what to do or all of that, he's always been here every second, anytime, any day in the night. And yeah, he's he believed in me from the start more than anybody else. And
still do.
And still does.
Still do.
And helped me so much become, who I am today. So, yeah.
Who's the real Taylor? The true Taylor?
The real Taylor, again, fantastic question, like you said. The real Taylor is an adventurer. I feel like mentally I'm 60 years old in business because I'm in rooms with people that are usually double my age, and I'm able to hold myself in these rooms and operate and do great business. But underneath the business stuff, I'm like a kid who's adventuring and exploring the world, and really, like, I sing my heart out, I dance, I make jokes, I have fun, I live in the moment, and I'm this young explorer that likes to try everything and do everything and explore everything. And, I'm a guy with a ton of passion, a ton of love. I care about people. And I think that, a lot of people say that. I genuinely feel like it's authentic. I do care about people. And I want to have a good time, and I want to help. And I want to help move things forward and add value. We're going to get to why we're in India as well. We're going to get to why I went to Kpop, why I'm even in America. I'm a Brit. But the truth is, everything that we do, I want to be able to earn my stripes. And I want to be able to add real, true value to everything that we do. And so if you're able to add value and you're able to have fun and have a sense of adventure laced within that, for me, that's like a mission well accomplished.
Very well said, Taylor. Let's start from the questions which you just mentioned now. Why are you guys in India?
We're in India because we're passionate about the music. But we're not just passionate about jumping on the bandwagon 2 or 3 years from now. We saw what happened with K-pop, and we're articulated in K-pop, and we've contributed to K-pop in a way that many companies haven't. We were involved in the very first BTS album, Map of the Soul Persona, and Love Yourself Answer. We did records on both of those albums. And those 2 albums were very much responsible in many, many ways, not for the entire industry, of course, but they were responsible for blasting the doors open and ensuring that the industry paid attention. And suddenly and I'll say it, the stale music executives that we're used to in America that take so long to become acclimated or familiar with emerging genres, and K-pop is by no means anymore an emerging genre, but they take so long to become acclimated and accustomed to something new coming in. We were ahead of those guys, and we paid attention. We paid attention first. And it's one thing to pay attention and then to jump on it when it's big enough. It's another thing to jump in when it's early and try to add value and try to help the journey and help build the bridge between the two marketplaces. We were involved in K-pop very, very early on, and we saw the trajectory. I see the same trajectory, if not bigger, with Indian music. But not only do we see the trajectory, we're actually really, really passionate about lending our experience and our expertise into helping to find what the sound is. Because a lot of people are starting to throw the terminology of I-pop around. I-pop hasn't been defined. I-pop stands for Indian music. K-pop stands for Korean music. And the truth is that the genre with a connotation like that hasn't yet been defined. What is I-pop? I-pop just defines Indian music that comes out of India. But if there will be a quintessential sound that becomes I-pop, just like the quintessential K-pop sound, and everybody knows what that means. K-pop encompasses all music from Korea, but there is a K-pop sound. I think that the same thing may happen in India. And we are here learning and experiencing what the different genres mean, what the difference is melodically, musically, structurally mean, even when you change the language, right? Whether it's a Punjabi record or a Hindi record or a Tamil record or many of the 1600 plus languages that we just discussed, we're trying to learn and ensure that if we are involved in the space, it comes from a place of authenticity because we're able to earn our stripes and be here and put the time in. This isn't my first trip. It won't be the last trip. We're planning to move here for a while and actually really invest in meaningful relationships, learning the production styles, learning the language of music that is authentic and native to this marketplace, and figuring out what that could mean with a blend of Western influence. And, you know, we'll see how it goes, but we want to be a value add rather than a clip the ticket guy that comes on the back end of a trend that explodes. And that's typically what you see in America, typically what you see all over the rest of the world. But, you know, our goal here is to add value and is to lend experience and to build real friendships and real meaningful connections with the talent here that is immense.
Very well explained, Taylor. I have a lot of questions now on that answer. First is majority musicians or executives in India are really fascinated about K-pop.
Yeah.
A lot of people follow it, but a lot of people don't, but they know about that world. The basic information, everybody have it. K-pop is a really popular genre. It's big in Korea, but it's also really big in the Western world right now. And majority people will know about BTS, Blackpink, you know, few of the bands, but there are more than 50 bands who are like really popular there. So how did your K-pop journey start? How different is the market, K-pop market from the West? Can you explain me some nuances of the K-pop music industry?
Well, what we're learning now is, as you said, here it seems like, we're discovering that is their lyricist, composer, producer, the performer, the artist, a lot of different roles which are assigned to different people.
Sometimes the producer here isn't even a programmer.
Yeah.
Which is odd.
Exactly, which then would add another actual programmer who runs the DAW and programs the drums and all of that. And the producer is actually, like back in the days, you know, do this, do that, but he's not actually producing. So it's really different because for us, I personally like produce, compose, top line. Same thing for him, top line as well. Lyrics, compose. So for us, you know, every time we're doing a session, we're being asked, who do you need in the session? Do you need a writer? Do you need a lyricist? Do you need a composer? And when we say...
We had like a triple A artist here that we have a session with coming up on Monday. and I'm not going to name the name, but she said, okay, so I'm doing a session with Alawn and with you, but who's going to write the song? We said, we're gonna write the song for you and with you, but who's going to write it? We said, well, we're gonna write it. No, I know that there's a producer and that you do melodies, but like the melodies of the music, but who's gonna write the song? Who's gonna like compose? They said, what are you talking about? We were completely on two different planets here, and we're like, she said, we must need a lyricist or like a composer in the session. We said, we compose, we produce, we write the lyrics. You're going to come into the session with us, and the session is going to start at 12 p.m. And then by 3 p.m., the whole song, the production, and we're going to start from scratch. We're not going to prepare anything before you come. You're going to arrive, and the whole song in 3 hours is going to be produced, written, lyrics, the whole thing, and then we're going to start recording your vocals. And she was like, I don't understand how that's going to happen. We said, just wait
until they experience it.
And they experience it. Yeah.
And so far, every session, the artist has been like, wow, like this is another way of working. Because like I said, I never prepare anything for my sessions, like any ideas ahead of time or anything, because I feed off the artist's energy, and I also work very, very fast. But the energy in the room is like what really...
It's the driver.
Yeah, inspires me. So I never prepare anything, and we get to the studio, and the chemistry we have together as well is we write so fast, so well. We don't even have to talk sometimes. We just look at each other, and he starts singing a melody. I finish it, and he's like, oh, what if we tweak this, tweak that? Like, it just flows. So we get to the studio, and I like to, talk to the artist about, what do you want to do? What are your influences? Like, where do you see yourself going musically?
Sometimes they say, you tell me.
Yeah. And so I just start going through sounds, or like put up a piano on the keyboard and start playing chords. And then he starts mumbling some melodies, and 30 minutes later, we have a structure.
Sometimes the chorus is the first melody to come out as well. He'll play these chords, and he has these chords. You call them.
So there's certain chords that I called the Taylor chords, which is funny because I was in a session the other day and he wasn't there. And me and Michael, our head of A&R, who's also a writer, a great writer, and we were together in the session, and the artists were starting to vibe. And I started playing those chords, and Michael was like, oh, you're playing the Taylor chords. And the artist was like, I never heard about like the Taylor chords. What is that? And so we started laughing, and we were like, yeah, these are the chords that when I play, Taylor goes like it's super inspired.
My head goes like this. I'm like, oh, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Play it from the one. Where's the one? Where's the one? And he starts recording, and he records like way too early. I'm like, I'm going to forget the melody. Go to the one. Go to the one. And we start having this whole thing.
Yeah. So the process is very fast. But to answer your question, we're used to do everything in one. And obviously having a Hindi lyricist or whatever language, we need that.
Now that's hard for us because...
So is it same in K-pop and Western world?
No.
Different.
Very different.
Yeah.
Go explain.
For K-pop, the way it works is everything is with pitching. So the labels want and need fully finished demos. Almost like when I work with songwriters and other collaborators, when we send it to the label, the song needs to sound like it could be almost released, the next day.
To the ad-lib, to the harmony.
Oh, wow.
Like completely.
Pre-mix.
And the artists copy the ad-libs, they copy the harmonies, they copy the cadence, they copy the vocal performance, the throwaway on the breath at the end of a line. It's completely replicated.
Mm-hmm.
So
there is not too much left for the artist to do, just to sing.
There's none.
The labels decide on the song before the artists ever hear the song, in the majority of cases. So the A&Rs and the music teams will work with companies like ours, producers like him, and we'll get records, and they'll send us a brief. We're looking for an up-tempo, 115 to 120 BPM song in the key of B flat,
Seriously?
Oh yeah. And it needs to have a dance break, and we need a section for the rap, and it has to have a minor shift before the chorus. It's very, very articulated.
The vocalist, top note is an A flat, so make sure in the top line you don't go chest voice over an A flat.
So we have to think about that when we're writing the song.
But I'm just thinking aloud that that means they are musically talented.
Yeah.
Somebody has to musically educated to be able to say these things
And
like
here's the
this.
thing, I'm not musically trained. He's classically trained. You put him on a piano, he can play a Mozart, ballad. It's incredible. I can't identify a note. I can't say that's a C or that's a B or that's a D sharp diminished or D minor diminished, whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? I literally have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to like the musicology to theory, but I can hear it. And I can hear what sounds good and where things need to sit and the cadence and the flow and so I compose very, very differently. And he composes like that too. He composes with feeling and vibe, but if an artist is in the room and they say to him, what key are we in? Or can you do this note? He's able to do it immediately and answer that immediately. In Korea, it's very trained. And a lot of the A&Rs have gone through, sometimes they come to America, they go to Berkeley, or they go to Syracuse, or they go to different, Harvard, they go to really big institutions. They learn music and they learn music theory, and then they go back to Korea and then with a degree, they start interning at the major record labels and then grow from there. And it's quite remarkable.
So, a lot of people who might not be aware with the terms. So when you say writers, you don't mean the authors. You mean whoever is composing the song or either writing the song.
No, to us, it's all in one.
Yeah.
So he's a producer, but he's also a writer. So all of the underlying composition, the melody of whatever is inside the backing track is a composition. That is written also. And then everything on top of the backing track, right? The beat, ultimately. So you make a track and you make the beat. Everything on top, we refer to in our market as the top line. And the top line is split into two pieces. It's split into the lyrics and it's split into the melody. And the melody is the vocal melody that sits on top of the track, right? And the lyrics are the lyrics to the melody. And instead of having a writer or a lyricist or a composer or a producer, it's split into two buckets in America. You're a producer, which means that you compose whatever's in the backing track, usually, and you're a top-line writer. And a top-line writer is someone, like I'm a top-line writer, I'm not a producer like he is. I can't program drums and beats and all of that kind of stuff, but I'm a top-line writer. So when he starts playing the track, everything on top of the track, the vocal melody and the vocal lyrics and where it sits on the backing track, that's what I come in and do. He does that also. And so, that is lyrics and composition all in one bucket. Sometimes multiple people contribute to the top line. Sometimes it's one person. Sometimes it's a team. Sometimes you just do the melody and then you send it to a lyricist who then puts the lyrics to the top line also. But ultimately the lyrics on the top line are still part of the overall top line.
And whenever we refer to the artist, we mean the singer, the performer.
Yeah.
That's what we...
The artist is the singer. Yeah. It's not a composer and it's not a producer. But that's very different here, where you've got guys like Amitabh, and you've got guys like Johnny, and you've got, Tanishq, and you've got composer-producers who work on the record. They don't always perform on the songs, but they performed in the creation of the songs.
True.
And so they're credited as artists. And honestly, it's kind of how it should be. Because the producers, the top-line writers, the lyricists are the artistic talent behind what makes the song great. And there are performers that jump in that, that perform the composition that others have created. Sometimes they're a part of that creation too. But in the Western world, the lyricists, the composers, the producers, they're not usually credited as artists on the record. Whereas in India, they are. And you've got, guys like Tanishq and like Johnny and like Amitabh that have 20 million monthly listeners, but they never sang on a record. I mean, Tanishq has, of course, but like Amitabh is a lyricist and one of the biggest, if not the biggest lyricist in India. He's your client. And, he doesn't sing on the songs, but he writes them all. And that's very, very different culturally to how it works in America.
Yeah. True. It's like the poster boy philosophy in America. So the artist is the face of the song, and he or she takes everything in terms of credit. But you own the song. The beauty is that you own this. Is it the same in K-pop?
Yeah, it's a bit publishing-wise, absolutely.
Same.
Yeah, we keep all our publishing, our writer share. They do not give royalty points on the masters, unfortunately. But as far as publishing,
But in the US as well, songwriters don't really get royalty on the masters, right?
songwriters don't. Producers do.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
which is
many times the producer is also the writer.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why But the reason is because they actually produce the record and they're the one coming up with the master files of the song.
You sell the sound recording,
Yeah.
the physical recording. You do not sell the underlying composition. Which is why when there are cover songs and a brand new sound recording of the same song, the songwriters still get paid, but the producer from the original record won't necessarily get paid unless that's part of his deal. Or unless he was also a composer.
Yeah. So you're selling the sound of the record. You could have 4 piano chords. One producer could be using a synth for it. Another producer could be using the guitar, electric piano. So these will be all different master recordings of it. So the version that's going to be in the actual song, is the version that the producer will have like royalty on.
So let's take an example of a song. Yeah. You give an example of how you make songs. Let's take an example of one of the most loved song by both of you. How did that song come to existence? What was the process of writing that song? And who were the people involved in that song? And what piece did they own? Let's take a practical example.
So first time and that's how also the whole K-pop journey really officially started, and it was amazing because it was together. We both were invited for our first writing camp with SM in Seoul in 2019. So we both flew there for our very first camp, discovered, the whole culture on K-pop, the sound. I remember playing Superhuman and Monster by EXO and really feeling what K-pop was and the chords and the changes. And so we flew there, wrote for 10 days, I believe. Every day we would be in the studio together, just writing demos. So one of the songs that came out of this camp was called After Midnight by Wavy. So typical sessions, once again, especially when we're together, it's so quick. We get to the studio, okay, we read the brief that the label wants us to do. They need a song like this.
And till this time, the artist is not even involved. It's just the label, the A&R.
Yeah, only 2 people in the studio were us.
Yeah.
That's it. 2 people. No engineers, no instrumentalists, nobody. Yeah. It's one room, him
2 of us,
and me. That's it.
So we read the brief, hey, we want a synthwave, dark, mid-tempo, R&B-ish track, whatever. So I come up with chords, tracks, start vibing. He starts brainstorming melodies. Probably within an hour, we get the structure. I get the bones of the track, the foundation. He starts recording melodies, writing lyrics. All together, back and forth, he's giving me, what about this sound? You should add this, you should add that. I tell him, what about tweaking this melody-wise? So it's just like this exchange that we keep flowing. And then when the song is written, lyrics, melodies, composition, then we go into vocal recording. So I'm going to start recording him, and he sounds so good on every record. And we start doing harmonies, backgrounds, ad-libs, really to have the entire song like it's a finished product. Then I put on my headphones, do a pre-mix, put the effects, finish the production, add all the little ear candies and effects and all of that. And then we give the song to the A&Rs.
And at this point, it's a waiting game. And for this particular record, once that creative was done, we were back in LA at my apartment in Hollywood. And some of the A&Rs from the writing camp came over, and they were in LA for a while, and we were sharing soju, which for those who don't know, it's a Korean spirit, and actually the largest selling spirit in the world after vodka, tequila, soju. It's a spirit, and we're sharing soju, quite a lot of it, and we're having a good time, and we get a call, and they say, we need edits on the record because Wavy, the band, are going to release it. We said, great. When do they need it? Now. He said, it's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m, right? We're at the apartment playing music, had a few drinks, and they said, no, we need it
Like now.
like right now. And we said,
They said the chorus is a bit too high for them to sing full voice. Like, can you tweak it so that it's
it was all
easier
in
to
head
sing?
voice. It was all in head
Yeah.
voice, the entire chorus. So we had to then basically figure out a harmony that could feel like the lead that was sung in chest voice. So
But
we
what
left to
was
the
funny
studio.
is that the A&R was like, well, you know, what was he saying? Like, you just get to it whenever you can and stuff, but we need it now. You know, like, but no rush.
And I was like on the other side of the room singing, like I think doing karaoke or something. And the A&R said to Alawn, hey, we need the song now. Don't tell Taylor. Don't tell Taylor.
He said, it's fine,
But we need it now. And he was like, well, I'm going to have to tell him.
I'm gonna have to tell
if
him.
We need it. We wrote it together. I'm going to have to tell him that we need it now. He said, no, don't tell. Please don't bother him. But like, we need it now. And this is the way it works in K-pop, by the way. They'll make you wait for 2 months. You send them the record. They love it. They ask you for a bunch of edits, right? And then you send it. Cool. And then you hear nothing for 2 months. And then suddenly, all right, we're bringing it out in 2 weeks. And then you have to do all the edits in the space of 24 hours.
minute.
And sometimes it's like 5 edits. Sometimes it's 20 rounds of
And which
edits.
song is this?
It was After Midnight by Wavy. But edit, I mean, I just did Smoothie, NCT Dream's last
After
single.
Midnight also had a lot of retro vibe, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And sometimes we go up to, like for Kai, like 17 edits, you know? And the last probably like 7 are literally about the last ad-lib going into the last chorus, you know? And just keep tweaking things and like cut this structure, like it's... And then for Smoothie, for example, we did a lot of edits, which was NCT Dream's last single. And after...
It just went double diamond, by the way, in the first week.
And
Pretty cool.
after like 15 edits, they basically went back to one of the first 3 edits, you know, after trying it. But at the same time, you know, you have to respect that. They push the boundaries. They're very particular about what they hear. They have great ideas. Sometimes it's like, we need a new bridge, you know, it's very vague. Sometimes it's like, oh, can you change the A for B on that one note? So it's a lot of editing and stuff. But when the song is done, sometime 2 weeks later, we hear back, oh, we're cutting this record for this artist. Sometimes 2-3 years later, I'm getting cuts now from songs I wrote 3 years ago. And from then, okay, it's gonna go to this artist. The next thing they do is get a Korean lyricist to now write Korean lyrics to the song that they picked. And I send the stems, which is all files separated. So I send all the files for the tracks, all the files for the vocal, every single harmony, ad-lib, background, lead. The engineer over there puts it in a session, and one by one,
They copy and paste.
they will replicate the exact vocal arrangement of the track, and they will sing it with the same intonation and the
Same cadence, the same
in
character,
the same
the
way.
same everything.
And you have the exact version in Korean of the song. And then, you know, mixing, which I also mix and master as well. So I mix most of my productions as well. So everything kind of stays.
You don't like sharing your revenue with anyone?
Well, mixing, no, it's not. Mixing is not about that. It's that I do like, I'm very particular about my sound. And I've had a few records in the past where my productions didn't really hit as hard as I wanted.
Because of the quality of the mix.
Because of the quality of the mix. So I started requesting to mix my own stuff. And then once the label started hearing my sound as a mixer, they started asking me to mix a lot of other records for their artists, because not a lot of producers are professional mixers as well. But yeah, and after that, you know, it
So
comes
do
out.
mix engineers also get a part of the royalty in any way
No.
from the
In
masters?
America, sometimes they do, but you have to be like a major mixer. You have to be a Serb or Josh Godwin
To get a point
or a
on the
really
record.
big mixing engineer, and your sound and the quality of your work really is impactful in how the song is received by the world. And if that's the case, you can demand usually 1 point if there are 4 producer points or 3 producer points.
What does the point stand for? Sorry.
So that's a really good question. And a point is equivalent in many ways to a percent, right? 1 point is 1%. but it's a percent of the artist royalty. So that's really important to know.
The total master royalty.
No, of the artist royalty, not just the master royalty. So if a recording artist signs a deal with Republic Records, if they're a big artist, right, they may have a unique deal. If they're a medium to big size artist, they may get 22 or 20 points, right? And I'll explain what the points are in a minute. And if you're a brand new artist, you may get a deal with 12 or 14 points. What that means is every point is equal to a percentage of the net receipts of a record. But the points can be, when it comes to a producer, when it comes to a producer or a mixing engineer are a share of the artist royalty. And the artist royalty may be 12 points on PPD, which is basically the sale price to the customer, a gross receipt, basically. But that can change. The definition of how your royalty is calculated changes depending on the record label that you're signing to and what their terminology is. But ultimately, if a record producer is getting 3 points, which is the standard, it means that 3 out of those 12, it's not 3% of the 12%, but it's 3 points of 12 points that they get paid. So, you know, if your royalty is 10 points and the producer gets 3 points, you're actually getting 30% of what the artist's royalty is on that particular song. So it's equivalent to percentage, but it's based on the artist royalty when it comes to producers and mixing engineers. So a mixing engineer may get 1 point, whereas a producer might get 3 points. If you're Max Martin or Saban, for example, or Alawn, you may be able to command between 3 and 5 points on a record in the United States or in the most of the Western world.
You're talking about the master. This is the master.
And in Korea and also in India, but India now are beginning to pay royalties to artists as well, and that's a new development also, even for Bollywood stuff, as you know. But producing points in Korea and in Asia typically have not really been customary. You normally get a buyout, so you keep the composition, you keep your publishing and your writer share, but we'll pay you anywhere from 5,000 on the really low end for, you know, for us, that would be a starting producer or a starting composer, and they'll sell the record for 5,000. If you're a much bigger producer and a lot more established, you'll sell the record for anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 for the production. Plus, if you can, and if you're in a market that accepts it, and they have the infrastructure to actually pay out royalties, then you'll also command 3 points on the master as well. But that doesn't happen everywhere.
Let me just understand. So 100 points means 100%.
Yes.
So let's assume the artist gets 10 points, which means he or she gets 10%. And if a producer gets 3 points from the artist share, does the artist get 7 now?
Yes. So in America, there are
But why would an artist agree?
Yeah, well, they do agree. There's a thing called a recording fund. Sometimes you sign a record deal and you get an advance, right? And the advance is an amount of money that you're paid up front.
From the royalty.
From the royalty, and it's usually recouped. Sometimes it's not recouped 100%, which means the label will only recoup 50%. So you're kind of getting half of your money for free up front, even if you don't see commercial success. Now, in other times, you get an advance, and in some cases, it's not called an advance, but it's called a recording fund. And a recording fund means, okay, I'm an artist, I've signed a deal with Atlantic Records or Republic Records or Def Jam, whoever it might be, and you may get a $25,000 recording fund for your first single. And that means that you've got $25,000 to play with to get your first record done. So you accept the money is sent over to you, or the label will pay it directly to whoever you hire, depends. But let's say that you get the money, you get $25,000. You do all of these recording sessions, you pay for studio costs, Studio A, Studio B, Studio C, you might fly to Sweden, you might fly to Houston to work with him, you might fly to different places, right? You pay for the studio costs, you pay for the flights, you pay for all that stuff. And then once you find a record that you love, and you think this could be the single, you send it to the A&Rs at the label, they work with you on tweaking it, they agree, okay, we're gonna bring this one out. Then the manager, which would be me, for our artist, negotiates the producer fee with the producer. When I'm managing him, I'm negotiating on behalf of the producer. When I'm managing the artist, I'm negotiating on behalf of the artist and trying to lower the fee, right? And it's the flip side. And so I'll say, okay, we're going to pay you $12,000 or $15,000 and 3 royalty points. That all comes out of the recording fund. And then if we're going to use a mixer like Goodwin or Serb or Alawn, we might end up paying $3,000 or $4,000 for the mix itself, plus about $500 for a really, really top-end master as well for the mastering. And usually mastering is about $100, $150 standard price. But for the big guys, you can charge anywhere up to like $500 to $1,000 for mastering. So then all of this comes out, your flights, the contracting also, so any legal that is required to actually contract the record from the producer, that is paid for. All of these things are paid for out of the recording fund. And then the recording fund is recouped from the royalties of that record. And sometimes the recoupment can also be across multiple records. So if you're signed exclusively with one label, which is less common in India, because a lot of artists make the record and then give one record to this label, another record to the other label, unless you're a management company that's affiliated with a major, for example. But in the US, you sign one deal with one label, and then and you have an option system. So for the first record that comes out, you trigger the option, they give you $25,000 to go and make the song. And then once you've made the song, you deliver it. Then they put it out, and if it has enough commercial success, they then will trigger the next option. And the next option, if you're a good manager and you negotiate well, the next option should have a bigger recording fund. You should have maybe $35,000 or $50,000 for the next one, which means, okay, we worked with this level of producer for the first record. It was a success. The artist is doing well. Now I get $50,000, which means maybe I can afford Max Martin on the production, probably more, but maybe I can afford a bigger level of producer. Maybe the recording fund is $150,000 and that includes the music video. Maybe that's not enough for this level of artist, and so I go back and renegotiate the terms and say, hey, the first single was a hit. Now I need $350,000. $150,000 is going to be for the music video, and the other $150,000 is going to be to hire Max Martin or Savan, and it's going to be to pay French Montana to do a middle 8 and to do a rap on the record. And so you have all these different mechanisms. And if you're a producer that gets a royalty point, you take from after the recoupment, in many cases, sometimes before recoupment, if the producer's manager is aggressive. But after all of that's recouped, if the artist has 15 points, and the producer has 4, all the costs are deducted, excluding his share of production fee, because we don't recoup his own fee. That is excluded. And then from whatever's left over basically for normal business to understand, whatever's left in profit, you take the points.
Very well explained in details, and thank you so much for that. I think what I understand from it now generally is there is a music producer, and there is a composer who's doing the melody, and then who's also writing the whole song or the top line of it.
The top line, yeah.
Right? Then there is a lyricist who is also part of the songwriter. They make the song and they own the publishing. They are generally signed with a publisher. In terms of master, it's always whether you call it an artist, singer, performer, it means the same thing. They have a royalty share or a points with the master master owner, which is the label. And sometimes the mix and master engineer and the music producers also have some point, but there is no basic rule of that. And the pricing, advances, deals are very dynamic. It depends on artist to artist, label to label.
Stature in the business, who you're represented by. There were a few brand new producers and writers that I signed last year, and we released a record for a major K-pop group. And because I'm about to discuss the terms of the deal, I'm not going to name the band or the producer or writers, but it was their very first major cut. And a cut, again, for those that are listening, is when an artist agrees to record the vocals to your song. It's a cut. They're cutting the vocals. When it's confirmed.
They take it.
And they put it out, right? So that's a cut. And as a music publisher or as a manager, when you're representing producers and writers, your biggest job is to help develop the producer writers enough so that they can get more and more cuts. And for these guys, it was their first ever placement that was with a major group. But because I was managing them and negotiating the fees, they were able to see a very similar level of fees, not quite what Alawn makes, but a similar ballpark of what they're able to see, because the company that was buying the song knew that they were buying it from us, and they know that we know what they pay, you know? And so there's a different dynamic. And so you could be a brand new producer and, you know, or a brand new composer, and you can, generally in the marketplace, you command less of a fee if you're not quite established. But if you have a majorly established manager or a majorly established publisher, and that adds a big level of credibility to what you're able to command in the marketplace. And so that means that you can charge more as well.
Yeah. And also obviously based on, you know, somebody like Taylor who has, it's all based on relationships and trust. And, you know, I think I can speak for anybody who knows him. Like, everybody trusts a person like Taylor. He gets along with everybody. He's genuine. You know, so builds like real deep relationships with everybody we work with. So having somebody like him to represent me or everybody else on the roster already has that advantage of everybody we work with trust him, respect him. So he's able to get sometimes certain deals or terms that or will be
others maybe not able to.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you know that better than I do.
So, coming back to Midnight Dreams. So
After Midnight.
After Midnight, sorry. After Midnight song, so you own the publishing 100%, the copyright of the song?
Between us
50-50.
and the Korean lyricist. And in Korea, by the way, the standard for a Korean lyricist is 12.5.
Okay.
And
so the balance 37.5% is split between both of you?
Yeah, so it's important also to know that usually people, you could think that the 12.5 are taken only from the top line part, but it's taken off the whole song.
Whole song, yeah.
Yeah. So you take out 12.5 and the rest.
It's like, think of it like a remix in many ways. The composition is one and it's done. The song is done and that accounts for 100%. And when you pitch the song, if someone decides to record the song and do an edit or an adaptation, and in Korea, although it's an adaptation as far as we're concerned, and the way it works in music publishing, it's an adaptation, but for them it's the original recording, right? That's what comes out. It becomes the original composition. But for us, because the composition, the English version, was already done, 50-50, but if there's two writers and we wrote it together, it's 50-50. When you send it, it's referred to as an adaptation. And even though in America, top line is 50%, the music composition, the underlying composition of the production is another 50%, but the top line 50% usually is split 25% the melodies, 25% the lyrics. But when you adapt a work, you get more favorable terms. So you do the record, it's fully written in English, and then you send it to another marketplace and it's adapted rather than composed from an original perspective. And when you're able to adapt, we can get away with paying 12.5% to a lyricist rather than 25%. And the reason that that's able to take place is because the lyricist that's adapting the song bases their lyrics on what the English lyrics already are. So they're translating and fitting in. Now, if they're writing a completely new composition to the melodies and they're not basing it off of anything, then we're more generous with the split.
And actually, it's a lot more often that way. So many of my songs ended up with totally different meanings in Korean. Because also the label has very strong vision on the concept of the song. So a lot of the time they tell a different story. Some songs, or, you know, they really do a literal translation and make it sound good, but a lot of the time they do change.
Yeah, sometimes the exact translation doesn't fit in the dialects or the meter, or
and a lot of the time they change
the right thing.
Yeah, very often they change the title of the song.
But the strategic play from publishers in America and managers in America is that we view it as a translation. Sometimes that's not always accurate or the way that it should be viewed. And that also needs more attention in the marketplace to ensure that lyricists are also being compensated fairly.
Yeah.
But ultimately, if they're jumping into a record that's by the time it gets translated, it's already confirmed to come out with the artist. So you're welcomed in and ushered in to a moving train. And you jump on the bandwagon that's already moving. You know that this artist, if it's an NCT cut or a BTS cut or an ITZY cut or a TWICE cut, these are major artists that we work with, and you know the record's going to sell several hundred at the low end, physical copies, on the high end, millions of copies, and it's going to be a big monetization model, and we get to kind of choose who does the lyrics for us. And so the difference between what a lyricist means in India and what a lyricist means in Korea or in America is drastically different. Because the lyricist in the UK, in America, in Korea, is the last part of the song. The song is done. It's confirmed. The artist has agreed to bring it out. And then we bring the lyricist in to translate or to do Korean lyrics. Whereas here, the lyricist is such a pivotal part of what gives the record credibility and authenticity that they're actually credited as artists on the song. Yeah. It's completely different how lyricists are revered and reviewed in the different marketplaces, which is really interesting.
It's always been like that. This credit fight has been going on for long, and I think it's very recent.
By the way, I like the way it is here more because it's more
I like
fair.
the way it
Yes.
As well. In fact, it's surprising for me. I never knew that you compose as well or you write as well.
Yes.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
So, for example, you produce, compose, do the top line, write, mix, do everything.
Yes.
And you do these things.
Also.
And also run 16 more businesses.
Yes. Yes.
So,
no one knows how he does it.
It'll be impossible for us to cover all the 16 businesses. But honestly, if you can tell us like 2 or 3 major accomplishments or the projects which you have been associated with, and a little bit story about those projects.
Yeah. Wow. When there are 16 of them, it's often hard to figure out which one to focus on because they're all my babies in many ways, right? They're all like birth childs of creativity. And I changed my title recently in the company because unfortunately we lost a very dear friend of ours and a colleague, Phil, who passed away in November. And Phil was the president and chairman and a co-founder of the Hello Group. And the title change, by the way, that I'm coming back to was very appropriate because although I'm the CEO and the founder, I'm the co-founder to some of our subsidiaries with partners. And I changed my title recently to CEO and global head of creative because really that's what I am. I'm a creative guy. I write songs. I produce. If we're in the studio with an artist, I can already tell you what the music video is going to look like. And I can direct it also. And I can jump in and build a TV format. Or I can conceptualize a beverage like Hello Soju with my partner Nick and the rest of our team. But I know from a creative standpoint how the logo should look, how the coloring should be, what the packaging should look like, what the slogan is. It's so delicious. All right. And like all of these types of marketing initiatives are so innate and natural that it comes out. And so my biggest talent is conceptualizing and ideation. And when I'm able to conceptualize and ideate and then execute, I'm able to provide a blueprint. And so my job now is create something that's fresh, unique, that has the ability to disrupt or that stands in its own lane, whether that's building a roster in K-pop before anyone else did it, or if it's coming up with the first ready-to-drink beverage of soju, or one of the first in America, or any of these different things that we do. It's conceptualizing and ideating, and then I'm involved in that inception, and I create the blueprint. I help launch it. I call, I email, I'm in the trenches, and then once it starts to roll and once it starts to run, I step back and let the train run. And then I come up with the next idea and the next idea and then the next idea. And luckily, I have a team that support me, and Phil did too. Phil was the only guy that I met that didn't tell me to slow down. He said, dude, if you can do it and if you have the chops to execute and you're willing to put in 22 hours a day of 24, run, bro. Go get it. I'm creating and coming up with ideas and signing artists and coming up with songs and coming up with collaboration opportunities and all these different things. And then I have a fantastic team. My brother, by the way, Kyron, is a co-founder and is our chief operations officer who runs the business from an operational standpoint. And Matt, our chief legal officer, is also a co-founder. And it was me, Matt, Kyron, and Phil. We were the original four with a guy called Ed, who was a co-founder in the early days and exited the company when he had a big sale of a tech platform he built with Bport. And if I was surrounded by people that told me to slow down, I would be surrounded by the wrong people. So you get up, you work hard, you do what you can, and you try and innovate. And if it doesn't work, next company. Not all of them are going to work, and not all of them have worked, but many of them have. Many of them have been successful, and some of them have been complete failures, and that happens too. And that's okay. You learn, and you evolve, and then you move on to the next thing. And that's something that I admired about you when I learned about your career and the multiple verticals that you started across talent management and innovating that in the space, and live touring, and conceptualizing what a booking agency is, and then events, and then consulting, and then, and all of the various things that and tech, and all the things that you do. When we first talked, and indeed, the scripts were flipped because then I was interviewing you, and now it's quite the reverse. But it's one of the things that I realized is that we have an enormous amount in common from an entrepreneurialism mindset. And, there are very few people that can actually, that have the audacity to be as bold and lofty with their aspirations. But if you can get up and actually work, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So Taylor, congratulations again. For achieving so much at such a young age. How old are you, by the way?
30.
It seems...
Sat Bisler will continue to call me 29 for the rest of time. But I am indeed 30 now.
Which is your most profitable business out of all of this? The top 3 businesses?
Probably Hello Live, Hello Publishing, and Hello Management. Which are the 3 cores, right? It's talent management, it's music publishing, and it's live touring. And those are the 3 entertainment pillars that ground the business. True. Ultimately, and that the rest is derived from. Although we do tech, although we do some hospitality, although we do different things, everything is derived from entertainment. We never would have done a beverage company had we not had success in K-pop and had we not had the exposure to that. And we didn't do it alone. We did it with Korean investors and Korean partners because we needed authenticity. And that was important to us that we spoke to global collaboration. And again, we never want to be the guys that clip the tickets and just take advantage of a wave or take advantage of a situation. It's okay business-wise to be involved in a trend or to notice an opportunity. In business, as a business guy, that's actually your job. It's your goal is to find an opportunity or a cohort and be able to, to monetize, right? And that's what I do with him. You see a producer and a talent that has enormous potential, and you have to figure out what is the strategy to grow them. How can you monetize the client? How can you grow? And you can do that with trends also. But the one thing that I don't want to do is be the guy that takes advantage of a trend without having meaningful contribution to the trend. So that's really, really important to us. And that's one of the things, and that's why we're in India and why we're spending so much time here and why we're spending time in the studio with the artists and in meetings and out at night and learning and building relationships because if I'm working here, if he's working here, we want to add value, not just take what we can. We have to be able to add, and it has to be welcomed warmly and appreciated, and the collaboration has to be mutual. And if the collaboration is mutual, you build something that's beautiful, and then everybody wins. And that's okay.
Okay. There's too much for me to understand right now. I already had so much of information about you, and I was amazed that how can one person do so many things. The more and more I'm listening to you, I'm getting amazed again and again.
Thank you.
Congratulations once again.
And from you, it means a lot.
Yeah,
so thank you.
It's incredible. So you both have spent time in India in the last 1 week, right?
Yeah.
Now, with a lot of artists.
A lot of artists.
So I'm going to ask you a tough one. And Alawn, you can answer this creatively.
Okay.
And you can answer this creatively and as a business person as well. Your Instagram is full of pictures from sessions with artists. I'm going to name those artists. Mm-hmm. Just give me one line about those artists, what you all feel. Badshah.
Amazing energy. Genuine, authentic, I would say.
And Taylor?
Superstar.
Okay. Arman and Amal.
My favorite session that we've done. I know I'm not giving you one line, but Arman, Malik, Amal, what a character. So much energy. But Arman walked into the room, a true professional. He walked in, we were at Yashraj Studios. He walked into the room and he said, this is the reference. This is the kind of song I want to do. This is where we're going. This is the vision. He is the true creative behind his project. I've never seen anything like it. Some of the artists came in and said, you tell us what to do. This guy walked in and said, this is what we're doing today. He picked up a guitar. He started singing. We started writing. And he was instrumental in the creative of his own record. So for me, like creative professional.
You want to add?
The level of talent and kindness at the same time was just incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
You also met Tanishq, right?
Tanishq Bagchi?
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't work with him. We didn't do a session with him, but we hung out a lot.
Yeah.
And and we did a jamming session.
Yeah.
We played each other a lot of the music. Him and Alawn went back to back on playing records.
Yeah.
I played him some of the stuff that I'd written, sung on also. And we built a very close connection.
And you did a session with Zara Khan?
Yeah. Amazing. Like we wrote a really exciting record. Same thing. And I think at the end of the day, every artist so far, and I'm sure it will stay the same, I could almost say the same thing about all of them, is they're all so humble. Humble. Like with the level of success they have, you would never imagine how humble they are, how down to earth, how generous and genuine they are. What I've heard from most of them is that, and I think it's part of the culture here and the mindset, is that when you per se make it or find the success that you were meant to have, it's not about you. It's not about them. They all feel like this was their purpose to now, okay, I found this success. What can I do to help others? It's not about me. And that's something that I'm truly humbled to witness, no matter how much awards Tanishq had in his studio, more than I could count, or no matter how much success working with Badshah.
How many billions of streams Badshah has.
Superstar.
Yeah.
Everybody is so humble, down to earth. So it's so inspiring. And it really shows you that at the end of the day, they're all here to serve a purpose. They have a gift. They're doing what they love and they're giving back. And that's...
Any other artist? You met Nikita as well. Did you have a session with her?
Yeah, he had a session with her.
Same thing.
And let's assume you had a session with Badshah or Arman or Nikita or anybody. Mm-hmm. You were able to crack a song.
Yeah.
Now, who releases that song?
Well, the goal for everything I'm making on this trip is their songs. It's for them to release it.
Release it in India?
Well, the reason why we're here is to globalize those records. And my mission, and that's why I'm here in person, investing and learning about the culture and the music and what makes it unique, is I want to, and I'm experimenting. We don't know what it is yet, but I think I've made 16 records already in the past 10 days. So I think it's starting to...
16 is a lucky number. 16 businesses, 16 records.
Right?
Yeah.
Actually, 14 businesses are launched. The other 2 aren't yet released. So it's kind of 14, 16 soon.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm experimenting. 16 songs in, I think I'm starting to find what it is. But the goal is to merge both worlds. And for me to find, and for us when we write together, is to make songs that could become global hits. And mostly I personally think that on the choruses, it's the part where, it needs to be able to translate globally. Production-wise, finding a blend between something that still feels modern and fresh and radio-friendly, but at the same time, I'm infusing the traditional sound from here, instruments, whatever it is. And, every time we go out at night and I hear the classics from here, from Bollywood, playing in the clubs, I analyze the sounds, and then I kind of infuse all of that together. So that's the goal. It's to give all those artists that we're working with songs that could take them to the next level. And
from a business standpoint, though, who's releasing the records? It's very complex.
Yeah.
In India specifically.
Yeah, because it needs a lot of money for the video, completing the audio, the promotions.
For some of the songs, we do have a label. We can put out the songs if that's requested or required. Mm-hmm. But in most of the sessions, we're operating as a music publisher. He's a producer. He's a client. When I'm writing, I'm also a client of the publishing company.
Which is Hello Publishing.
Which is THG Publishing, the Hello Group Publishing. But it's a music publisher. Mm-hmm. And it's important to articulate that we are, and it's here more than anywhere else, where it's a culture of playback singers that come to the studio and sing the song that Tanishq has made, or that Amitabh has written, or Johnny has made, right? And you come in and you sing the song. So there's been some controversy where labels may misunderstand what our purpose is. Why is my artist coming to your studio to record your song?
Yeah.
That's not what's happening. They're coming to the studio for a publishing company to create something new with them, where our writers will be paid as writers. That's it. And then the record comes out wherever the artist likes.
I'm asking you this question because unlike in the West, let's assume you and one of the Indian artists made a song.
Yeah.
You take that song to an Indian label, whoever that a label may be. I'm not naming anyone. And if you tell the label that, listen, you release this song, you invest money on the audio, invest money on the video, you invest money on the promotions, mm-hmm. and we are going to keep the publishing.
Yes.
That's not something which works in India.
But it has to.
Yeah, it's a new thing.
It's a new thing.
The label would want to own the publishing as well.
Yes. But it depends if it's going to be a major label, because even the major labels have old school systems here, mm-hmm. where you've got Sony are doing very well because they set up Sony Music Publishing India, mm-hmm. and you have Sony Music, right? There's a disparity between the record companies and the publishing companies because the record companies buy publishing here, and in the rest of the world, they cannot.
Yeah.
So, what we need to do is ensure that the songwriters and the creation side of things is viewed as a separate bucket to the artistry.
But the numbers are also different, no? Because in the US, the recording industry is so huge. Yeah. The revenues are so huge.
We can co-publish. Yeah. So that's one of the things that we can do. Well, we're not Sony Music Publishing. Mm-hmm. Sony Music Publishing administer us, but we're not Sony Music Publishing. I'm
also wanting this to happen eventually.
So we can, if we release the Badshah record, let's say he did 2 songs with Badshah. If we release those 2 songs and TM has a deal with Universal, right? You're a Universal music company now. And if it means that it has to go through Universal in order for it to come out, but I'm hypothesizing. Yeah. If it has to come out for Universal, for example, then of course the artist does with the master what they want. They make a deal with a producer, there'll be a production fee, maybe there's a royalty, maybe there's not.
So you'll be surprised to know that not even 1% of the deals, the artist gets any kind of royalty from masters from the label.
So what do they get?
The popularity.
Wow.
And they get to make a lot of money from live gigs, mm-hmm. from endorsements, from corporates, from all kinds of things.
That's because the royalty rate is so low that you need to own it all to recoup it all, right?
True.
But there should be a split on the profits, at least.
So that there is, I mean, I will not deny, but the number of artists gets a royalty or the upside or whatever you name it from the profits is very minimal until and unless you are a really big artist whose chances of recoupment are very, very high. There are very few deals will get a profit share from the masters.
If we have a record, I'm asking you this question. This is a question. If we have a record that we've done with an artist and we're prepared to cover the production costs, cover the music video, cover the marketing, cover the distribution.
Cover means you will spend the money?
Yes. The standard here is that you don't necessarily have to provide the artist with a royalty.
Only very few artists gets it.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
That's very, very unique
Yeah.
to the marketplace.
Yeah. But it's changing. I'm not
In
saying
Korea, though, the artists get a salary. It's different. But you do get paid. You get a salary, though. It's not like you get a share of the royalties, but you get a fee every year.
True. So every market is different. I think in the US, the producers, composers, lyricists don't really get an upfront fee for making the song because they're already owning the publishing of it, correct?
Yeah.
But in India, most artists get an upfront fees. That's the difference. Also, the overall market is too small in India, and the market there is really, really big. So if, for example, I don't know whether...
How do the fees vary?
So in India, the total music market, publishing, royalties, this and that, is less than $500 million.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay. And compared to the West, it's multifolds. Also, the population here is much higher than what is in the West. So there is a probability and chance of this market going big when consumers start paying.
Yeah.
But in the US, let's assume a Spotify subscription is $10. $10.
14.
Yeah, $10, $14 a month, which is about 1,500 Indian rupees or 1,200 Indian
Which means
rupees.
you get a 0.0.
So in India, it will be about 50, 70 rupees.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of numbers. So nobody's wrong or right, I would say. You know, it's the practice which has happened.
It's relative.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think the practice is slowly changing. More and more artists are releasing their own content, so they are also able to understand how much money you have to invest in marketing, in videos, and what is the success rate. Because out of lakhs of 100,000 songs releasing every year in India, only 100 or 200 songs are able to recover their cost.
Yeah.
So the percentage of success is very, very, very low. So, I mean, again, this is a Pandora box. If we open, we'll have to do another podcast on this. So, but it's a different
Happy
one.
to open it. Yeah.
So, you know, Taylor and Alawn, we have a section called Ask the Guest. We've put a post on social media and we've requested our audience to send questions to us. So we'll love to take those questions. Any one of you can answer and you both can answer as well. The first question is how you make a hit song. Is there any formula or something you keep in mind while making songs, or it's just pure creativity? Yeah, that's the song.
You take it.
I think I have a two-part answer. First part is you can't plan a hit song. There's no real formula. It's just, I think, when it just flows and the most genuine song come out, you can't go in the studio thinking, you know, today I'm going to make a hit song. That's one part. I also think that with our experience and knowledge, as we grow and as we write and as we get more and more hit songs, we start understanding what makes a hit song, if that makes sense. So I think it's a balance between the two. I don't know what you think.
It's hard to say. We know how to make a hit song because it's incredibly arrogant to say that, and it's not accurate. We've been fortunate enough that people have resonated with the songs that we've created and that we've A&R'd. But I agree with you on the non-planning aspect. You have to be able to connect with the song energetically and emotionally and to resonate with either the lyrics, either the melody, either the chord progression, something that hits a spot. The Taylor chords we spoke about earlier that he plays, he can play 3 chords. He doesn't even have to finish the 4th one. He can play 3 chords or the first chord. And when he plays a chord that just hits me and resonates, I start jumping up and down like an Energizer bunny because I get so inspired and I'm so full of passion because of this one chord has hit me in a spot that it's resonated at that time with what I'm feeling and what I want to express. So the emotional connection cannot be planned for. And it may be a hit to some and not a hit to others, right? The formula side of things is a little different. And that's where I also agree with you on the second side. There are things that you can do to help enhance your chances of having a hit. Beyond just the creative, there are structural things that you can do. You shouldn't be having a song today that's more than 3 minutes long. If you want to have a hit song on the radio, you should not. The song should be 2 minutes 45, 2 minutes 50. It's just enough that they love it, not quite enough to make them play it again, right? And then there are certain things that you can have a minor chord just before a major chorus plays that makes the chorus feel bigger and feel more impactful when it comes in. You can make sure that every single melody in the top line is elevating and feels like a nursery rhyme, but it's not cheesy, right? And you can strip it back. And so these little things you can do when you're constructing a song will amplify its ability to resonate with a wider audience. But of course, we apply that formula to everything that we work on because we want everything to be a hit. But only the ones that have that formula and actually resonate emotionally can be a hit. So,
And formula-wise, I always go with the mindset of, to me, every section of a song needs to be a hook. So, and by hook, chorus, the parts that repeats multiple times. But the verse should be a hook on its own, meaning it should be simple, catchy, easy to remember.
The verse should be good enough that it could be the chorus.
Exactly. Then the pre-chorus could be the hook. Chorus, post-chorus, bringing another chant part that is like another hook after the hook. And so when you create a song where it's just hook after hook after hook after hook, the attention span of the listener isn't lost. So every part, they're still interested and you're giving them, parts that are memorable one after the other. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay. Wow, congratulations. I would like to know what international artists feel about Indian music, the kind of style we follow, which is mixed of multiple genres. So what do you feel about Indian music?
What do I feel about Indian music?
This is a mix of multiple genres of music.
Yeah, it's a complete, combination of cultures and passion, struggle, hope, endearment, community. These are all things that I not only hear when I listen to the music, but I feel. But the answer will differ whether I'm listening to a Bollywood record or if I'm listening to a Shub or AP Dillon track, right? They're very, very different sounds. And one of an AP Dillon record or a Shub record, yes, it's Indian music, but it's a hip hop record, right? Great flow, Punjabi lyrics, but it's a hip hop record. Western style production, Western style structure, and I'm only saying Western style because it's just the beats that we're used to. Whereas Bollywood is Chalaya from your artist Arijit and Shilpa that we had the good fortune of working with. That record takes me on a whole journey. It's cultural, it's impactful, it's passionate. The melodies are unique to India. The style of production and instruments used are unique. So, but that record was a really good display of how to take the authenticity from this marketplace and commercialize it without losing that touch the touch that makes it authentic. So I love the music here. It's why we're here. It's why we're doing so much. And I think that a lot of the world has been trained more recently with the rise of reggaeton and the rise of K-pop and Afrobeats, and all of these genres, and even French music like Stromae and,
Latin music.
We're all learning to enjoy melody above the lyrics these
Beyond
days.
understanding.
Lyrics used to be the key. Now melody is the key. And so because we've had so much training to understand and flow to music that we don't necessarily topically understand, but that we feel, which makes the composing side of it even more important.
True.
We're also now learning to enjoy Hindi music and Punjabi music. It doesn't matter if we understand it or not, so long as we feel it. And it's familiar enough structurally that it can make sense for us. But it's authentic enough that it's different and unique, right? And you have to have the blend to allow it to traverse and be well received. And that's what K-pop did really well. Yeah. And it's one of the things that we're trying to help crack with some of the Bollywood artists that are wanting to do solo projects and kind of speak to the rest of the world also.
Yeah.
Okay. Alawn, I mean, a lot of music producers who watches our podcast, they've always been telling us to ask a lot of more technology-based questions. So what are the kind of softwares do you use?
Sure.
What DAWs you use? What are the VSTs you use?
Yeah, I do everything in Cubase, from composing to producing to recording the vocals, mixing and mastering. I used to use a lot of different DAWs. I started with Ableton when I was 15. Then I
wasn't Ableton to continue.
That's a good one.
Sorry. It was dumb. I love it. It was like intrusive thoughts.
So I started with Ableton, but after not being able to do it,
you just thought about using some Logic.
Yeah, I used some Logic and, realized it wasn't the one for me. But yeah, Cubase, I'll stop there. Cubase, I do everything in Cubase. VST-wise, I do have a few, hardware at my studio in Houston that I honestly use less and less because I travel so much. And now technology is advancing so much that most softwares are able to emulate things in the box. And you'll never get the exact same sound, but at the end of the day, the listeners do not care, So I try to have a very portable mobile setup. So I have my audio, when I travel, I have my backpack with my laptop, my MacBook Pro, audio interface, the headphones, and a small MIDI keyboard. And that's all I need. And all my sessions here is all I bring. I set up in all the studios, put up my laptop, audio interface, they plug me into the speakers, and I'm good to go.
And if you're looking to find the audio channel, it's just... I did it the other day. We're trying to find the volume, and there's all these levels.
There was this big analog console.
Analog board, and he goes...
It was like a 40-channel API console, and I didn't know which number they plugged me in on my... but all the faders were down, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. And the song came in.
And then it's one by one.
Yeah, but yeah, VST-wise, for the producers who are watching, who are interested, I love the most Omnisphere, Serum, Nexus. I try to not use, I don't use too many, really. I try to stick to the ones that I really know. Use a lot of Contact for libraries, for real instruments like strings and stuff. Before this trip, I went and got the East-West, RA and Silk libraries, which are Eastern instruments, sampled, so I can have, all those traditional Indian sounds and ethnic colors. Yeah.
I watched one of your interview, and in which you'd mentioned that nowadays you have access to millions of sounds.
Yeah.
And it's impossible for any artist to even hear all those sounds in the lifetime. And so it's all about your A&R capabilities of how to utilize that sound and what to make out of it, more than collecting more and more sound.
Especially nowadays, technology has advanced so much, and the ability for anybody to have a home studio now, a pair of speakers or even headphones and a laptop, and they can download Splice and have loops and sounds of the highest quality to make tracks. So it's like, you know, everybody has the same ingredients to cook, but not everybody's going to make the same meal. So
It's actually very well said.
producers is the same thing. I think nowadays what makes a great producer is sound selection. You know, we all have access to the same things. It's how you use them and which one you pick and put together.
That's where the experience, the knowledge, and sense of, you know, A&R capabilities comes. Very well said. Okay, this is specifically for you, Alawn. Can you tell us how you managed to create such iconic K-pop sounds, especially if you're not fluent in the language?
Well, like we explained earlier, the Korean lyrics come in at the end. So when I make songs, I don't necessarily really think of it as K-pop songs. Obviously, I follow the formats and there's a certain code, which is completely changing nowadays. Things are becoming way more minimal and Western. But when I first started, I was obviously following, you know, the structure of your typical verse, pre-chorus with a major chord, you know, starting, and then the chorus comes in and it's
Dance
like dance break, 5 songs in one.
Yeah, sometimes even 10.
Exactly. So you know, for me, it's always just been about the main gimmick of the song. If you listen to all my songs, there's always a strong gimmick. Like when you press play, the first 3 seconds are the most important of a song. Because if they don't catch your attention, for the listeners, and even for the A&Rs, they listen to thousands of songs every week. They're not going to listen to 3 minutes, even a minute of those 1,000 songs. They're going to press play, and if after 5 seconds they're bored, they're going to the next song. So all my songs, I try that when you press play, it's like, what is that? Oh, that's interesting. You know, how do you catch the listener's attention? So the main gimmick is super important for me.
Can you give us a glimpse of a K-pop verse?
K-pop verse? I can't do that. No. I wouldn't even know the lyrics. It'll be terrible. Pass.
It's rap heavy though.
Yeah.
Well, a K-pop verse, when you ask it in that type of scenario, it's like gonna be heavily rap centric, but that's really for the quintessential old school K-pop groups where it's a boy group and it's like coming NCT 127, you know. But
you know what? I don't know. It's very Korean. It's very it's a lot of syllables. That's something I learned when we first started writing. Is that you have to add syllables. So instead of doing you're doing like you have to add syllables so that the language and the lyrics can fit.
Yeah. So we actually, when I write top lines, I often do them in gibberish, but I pretend to sing Korean so that when it gets to the lyrics...
Give us an example.
It wouldn't be appropriate.
Right, and that's a melody. Yeah. But I'll do it like that instead of saying, when I knew I never had it, right? It's just da-da-da-da-da. And like, it's just, it flows a little more like they would sing it. And so it helps.
Yeah. So if you understand the throw and the
We've been doing it here
sense
in
of
India
the language,
too,
it's easier for you.
Yeah, and it's the same thing we're experiencing now with making songs in Hindi, for example. And that's what I told him the other day. It sounds so beautiful and melodic. K-pop, Korean is...
we try and use the same consonants and the same like textures in our voice when we sing it.
Yeah, and
what have you learned in Hindi till now?
I only know curse words, so I will not say them.
Namaste?
Namaste. Namaste.
He's missing the A.
I'm missing the A. I got this about 7 years ago. Before I ever even came to India. That's how energetically destined I was to be here at some point. And of course, the spiritual meaning behind Namaste is, you know, bring you peace, prosperity, good fortune, right? There's a spiritual meaning there.
Namaste is a greeting.
Yeah, but on the surface level, it's a greeting. Hello, right? And when I started the Hello group, it brought peace, prosperity, good fortune, and welcomed me to the world.
Yeah.
So that's where that came from. But I liked the design of the flat. And then every single person I've met here, he said, you know that says Namaste? I'm like, yeah, I know.
You really just wrote
I really
hell.
need to edit it.
You wrote hell instead of hello.
Yeah, I wrote hell.
So if you remove the N, then it's a different meaning.
So what is the meaning now?
So mast means, what do you mean, crazy? Like not,
Well, that fits well.
mast is like you're happy and you're like in the zone.
I like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
it's fitting.
must.
It's fitting.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question is specifically for you, Taylor. As you reflect on the humble beginnings of Hello Management, operating from your parents' dining room just outside of London, UK, what was the vision you and your brother shared for the company at that time?
Wow. It wasn't just a vision. This was like a plan. I wanted to build the next Disney meets Virgin. That really was the goal. Disney, I've said this before, Disney speaks to the content focus, the ability to cross-pollinate talent with music, media, TV and film, consumer products, live entertainment, plushie dolls, whatever. Things that bring joy and bring happiness derived from entertainment. That's the Disney piece. Meets Virgin. The Virgin speaks to the entrepreneurial diversification goals of the brand. So just like Virgin, it was inceptualized and derived from music and entertainment, but they ventured into hospitality and travel and space and tech and all these different things. And so for me, the Virgin piece speaks to the diversification of the company. So the Hello Group, while it's derived from entertainment, Hello Management, Hello Music, Hello Live, THG Publishing, Hello Creative, Hello Pictures, Hello Studios, these are all entertainment-centric companies. Hello Soju is a beverage company, derived from entertainment and enjoyed at festivals where music is playing. Our tech stuff is also derived and centered around entertainment. Maybe in 5 to 10 years' time, we'll have Hello Hotels and Hello Travel and Hello Hospitality and these types of things. And if we do have a hotel chain at some point, and I've spoken about this before, and hopefully I can speak it into existence and actually execute into existence, that reality. But if we do have a hotel chain, the cool thing is that Hello Live will program all the events. Hello Soju and all of our drinks will be available there. Hopefully Hello Hospitality will actually run all of the hospitality and the bookings. Hello Management artists will come in. Hello Publishing will sync all of the music. Hello Studios will do all of the commercials. Hello Digital will do all of the social media. And so you get to have this cross-pollinating ecosystem of companies. And the goal always was build a new generation media and entertainment company with family and good morals at its heart that is able to diversify and leverage its brand to achieve more and to bring happiness and joy to the world.
All the best to you for all the projects.
Thanks, it's lofty.
That's sounds really interesting. The next one is for you, Alawn. Tell us about the creative process behind NCT Dreams Smoothie.
It was a really interesting record. So the Hello Group Publishing, THG Publishing, set up our very first official THG SM camp back in October last year. So me and a lot of our roster.
Last year, 2023?
Yes. Yeah, it was a few months ago. We flew there.
We've been working with them a lot, but we never did an official THG camp.
Yeah.
We were invited to camps, we partook in camps, but they were SM camps. This was our camp.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah. So we all went there and it was five or 6 days. And I think we made this record on the second day. So I was with my really good friend, Benji, who's part of the roster.
Shout out Benji.
Super talented. We have so many cuts coming together. And Robbie J, which is such a same thing, incredible, talented and kind human being. He's from the UK. And it was my first time meeting him on this trip. And so we were paired because that's how it works in camp. There's multiple rooms. All the writers switch from room to room. So I think there was 3 producers for this camp, and all the writers switch from one day. So one day you're with him and him, one day you're with him and him. And so second day I was paired with Robbie and Benji, and we get in the studio and we're like, so what are we doing today? And I actually had the title Smoothie in my head for almost a year. I've been wanting to make a song called Smoothie because I had a feeling it was a super catchy title. But in my head, it was kind of like an upbeat, BTS, pop, like type of song, you know, bubbly, super pop. But SM specifically mentioned that they wanted a bit darker song. So when we were talking, I still thankfully was like, oh, you know, I've had this title in my head called Smoothie, but I think it's probably too happy for what we should do. And then Benji and Robbie looked at each other and were like, it's a really cool title, but they said, actually, we could make it dark, you know? So they started brainstorming on the topic and what it would mean. And I right away started going through my sounds, came up with the 808 pattern, added drums, blah, blah. Benji starts rapping, Benji starts singing. I start like top lining some ideas. And the song came together really organically and super quickly. A couple hours in, we had the whole structure. And then we cut all the vocals. And I remember clearly at the end of the camp, so there's always a big listening session at the end of every camp where all the domestic A&Rs come in the room, in the studio, and we play everything. And it's super interesting to see the reaction from the A&Rs, hearing the songs for the first time, and they all have a group chat between them that we have no idea what they're texting, but they're all, you know, listening to the song and like typing, so you're like, what are they saying, you know? So first song come in, like everybody's bopping and stuff. And I remember that when Smoothie played, everybody's like, you know, like grabbed their attention. And at the end of the song, like all the A&Rs, like, you know, looked at each other like, this is something. So I had a good feeling about the song. And we flew back home. And I believe a couple of months ago, in January, so 3 months later, we get this email. Hey, NCT Dream is considering Smoothie for their next single, but we need some edits. So from that, it was about 2 months of editing. 2 months of editing.
You can imagine the whole song is done in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 months of editing.
2 months of editing of, you know, can you change the first 4 bars of the verse? We need a new bridge, whole new bridge. You know, so many edits, back and forth. At the end, the label and decides to go back to one of the first versions, which just felt right. Then it got confirmed, and you know, following the release, the day I arrived here in Mumbai, which was a very special day because it was my first day here, and at the same time I had, you know, I forget how many we sold the first day, but it was, I think, 1.4 million physical copies.
In Korea, physical copies still get sold. That's a culture,
in the
right?
whole world. Yeah. Because of how they package K-pop album, and it's a collectible for them.
Okay, the next question is, what is the most memorable project you've worked on?
I mean, all of them honestly are equally interesting. I can name a few, like Kai. You know, it was his debut solo single. We had the most...
It must be amazing when somebody asks you, which is the song you're working on?
And I'm like, and they're waiting. No, it's we had the most #1 in history for a solo male act on iTunes. Working on IVE debut single 11 was absolutely incredible. We had no idea how big it was going to get. And Smoothie is just, you know, I think to this day my biggest one to date.
Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Okay, this is a question which hundreds and thousands of teenager kids wants to know the answer. How to get noticed by the K-pop industry?
Well, it's Pandora's box that you referred to earlier. We may need a whole podcast for it. And it's sensitive to discuss. But the most easy answer is that if you want to be in a K-pop group, move to Korea to begin with and go to the auditions. Because a lot of the major companies hold quarterly auditions, sometimes monthly auditions, and you're able to actually show up. You queue up, you're in a line, X Factor style. And you go in, and you sing, and you dance, and you have to be amazing. You have to be fantastic.
Good is not enough.
Good is not enough. So if you want to be in a band, you want to be an artist, work on yourself. A lot of artists, they think that, oh, the management company will take care of it for me. The label will take care of it for me. And so people have stopped doing self-development. You want to be a pop star? Do dance lessons, learn instruments, do vocal coaching, post all the time. Don't just post, promote your posts, spend a bit of cash doing them, and if you can't afford it, work at Starbucks, work at McDonald's, who cares? Do whatever you can so that you can invest what you can. It's all relative. We have an artist that we're working with at the moment, and we're having a big discussion with this artist because this artist doesn't want to invest in their music. And we go around, we get a whole bunch of big records from big producers. Okay, ready to go. Now, yeah, the records might be 10 grand a pop from some of these producers. We can't expect an independent artist without a record label to pay for that. And neither do we, But maybe the producer's willing to work with you, and maybe he'll do it for $1,000, to throw you a bone. If you commit and you're loyal, and maybe he's your guy, maybe he doesn't charge you at all moving forward. But you know what the gesture is? If he doesn't charge you at all, cover the studio time, at least, And if that's only $150 for the day, the gesture is really important. Well, I don't have a job, I don't earn any money. Then go and earn money to be able to at least do the gesture. Those things go a really, really long way. So for any artists that are listening, you have to train yourself and you have to motivate the team that are putting their commitment, their time and their resources into you. And you have to show them that you want it more than anybody else. And that means making sacrifices and not sitting at home waiting for it to happen.
I wish this is a very valid suggestion, because before even going for auditions to South Korea, everybody can't afford to be there. It's important to spend time, energy, money on yourself and be the better version of yourself. And whenever you get the first chance anywhere, people should be amazed.
Yeah.
There's another one, maybe you can answer. How to find an investor for a music company?
It's very difficult at the moment. You need to don't go and look for investment before you've had any commercial success. Commercial success doesn't have to be huge, but you have to show proof of concept.
True.
So release it doesn't cost anything to release music. We spoke about this earlier. We spoke about it offline. You can make your own label by releasing stuff on CD Baby or TuneCore. Mm-hmm. You don't even have to have a distribution deal with The Orchard or AWOL or Cobalt or Caroline, now Virgin Music, for example. You don't have to have that. And not everybody can get that.
True.
But you can put stuff online through TuneCore or CD Baby. And I think TuneCore is like $5 to distribute a song, right? And it does all the royalty accounting for you. You go on Spotify for artists and you playlist pitch yourself. You can do all of it. And if you don't have the money for producers, you go on beatstars.com and you find a good track that you like. It's $100 or $30 for a non-exclusive license. You record it, and then you can use a service called Lander, like LANDR.com to master it. And that's like $10. So you can make a record for $150, and you can put it out. So if you're looking to raise financing for a music company, first start putting stuff out, get some traction. And sometimes when it comes to the investment side of things, it's volume, not just quality, but it's volume too. You have to show that you can scale. So sign everything. Don't sign bad stuff, but don't only sign great stuff. Sign great stuff and good stuff and put it out and scale. And I'm talking purely business, right? Because if you're explaining to an investor that you want to raise financing, you have to show that you can scale and derive revenue from multiple sources, which means you need a catalog of stuff. And you need to be able to collect on management revenues and touring revenues and all these different things so that the investor is incentivized. So get some traction. And once you do, learn how to put together a good investment deck, And
another very important question, like in India, there used to be cassette sales as a benchmark of success.
Yeah.
Then came CDs. Then that became the benchmark of success. Now, then became YouTube.
Yeah.
The number of views on YouTube, the number of comments, likes, this and that. Now Spotify, whether your song is in charts, all these are benchmark of success. But whenever we talk about the US or the Western market or K-pop market, we keep on hearing Billboard #1 chart, radio top 10 or radio #1. What are these statistics or what are these benchmarks? Is Billboard the only one benchmark, or there are multiple benchmarks to see success? And how important is this?
Wow, that's a really good question. And the truth is, it depends what you're trying to do. Because you can have a Billboard #1 on the worldwide digital song sales chart, and you may sell no tickets. And is that success? Sure, you got a #1 record, but if you can't monetize it and you're not buying a house anymore from streaming revenue at all. And unless that record may have gone to #1, spiked for a day, and then dropped off and really made $4,000 in streaming revenue, but still went to #1. That happens, So there's a lot of cloud behind some of these statistics. So if you have a #1 record on the Billboard Hot 200 or the Hot 100, those are the biggest songs in the world. That's real data because those same songs are played on the radio, so they're generating performance royalties, neighboring rights, publishing revenue, etc. And they're being blasted out and consumed by audiences that can convert into ticket sales. And ultimately, for every artist, the biggest driver of revenue, and you know this, you run a live touring agency as well, and it's ticket sales. Mm-hmm. And for me, a benchmark of success, if I'm looking for an artist that we want to represent or manage, either it's based on pure talent and it's a gut feeling and I want to get behind them and build a strategy so that they can sell tickets down the road, or if it's our agency and we've got maybe 150 clients at our touring agency, we'll be building some live touring strategies for some of your acts, for a lot of different acts. And when you do that, and they're more established artists, the thing that we're looking for as a benchmark is how many tickets can they sell? What kind of rooms can they fill out? And if it's under 1,000 cap, is it interesting for us? Not really. If it's 5,000, 8,000, 20,000 cap rooms, then we're talking real money.
So you want to say
business.
That Billboard Hot 100 and Hot 200 list is really a benchmark, which really helps?
You have a #1 or a top 10 on the Billboard Hot 200 or the Billboard 100. You're in. You made it. That's a big success.
But getting on the top of Billboard for a day, it doesn't really change anything for anyone.
It depends what chart. If you got a record that is able to land in the top even 40 of the Billboard Hot 100, that's a major record. That's likely done a lot of streaming, had a lot of radio play, had a lot of cumulative success. If you get a record that is #1 on the K-pop Hot 100 on Billboard, that may have done very well internationally, sold maybe 300, 400,000 physical copies across its 2-week span of a release, very successful in one market, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be able to bring that artist to America and sell an arena.
And, gold records, platinum records.
Yeah.
In earlier days, you used to have a lot of physical sales.
Yeah.
But today, gold and platinum do matter. And what are the terminologies or what are the numbers associated with it?
They differ from country to country. In the US, it's like 1 million sales to go platinum, 500,000 to go gold. And that's what RIAA certify. And there's a certain number of streams. I'm not exactly sure on the number today. It's evolving at all times. But in different markets, the number changes. For example, in Holland, you need 6 million streams, or maybe 7 million now, to go gold. And then you needed 11 million to go platinum. But it's relative to the market size. So in Holland, only 17, 18 million people live in Holland. We had a record that had over 120 million streams in Holland, and it was Dutch, a Dutch song. So it's a diamond record, huge song. But again, 120 million streams wouldn't necessarily give you a platinum sales record in the US. One of the things that we're trying to do at New Plaque, our awards company, is provide a certification system that actually values, and this is speaking to the why does it matter or what is the benchmark for success, that values global sales and streaming data as every stream counts. Because you may have 50,000 streams in America, 250,000 streams in France, 4 million streams from India, 6 million streams from Germany, and you may not have gone gold or platinum anywhere, but your record has 150 or 200 or 300 million streams, but you didn't reach a benchmark in one territory for it to go platinum. Is that fair when a record has 500 million streams, for example, but it didn't go platinum in one country? You didn't get to order your award or have a disc, and so to other people who have an outside view, they think, you don't have as much success as I do because you don't have a platinum record. Didn't go platinum, didn't go gold, didn't hit on the Billboard top, 200, Billboard 100. And it's not really fair because still 500 million people heard the record and streamed the record. It reached just as many ears. Maybe all over the world, maybe I can't sell an arena in America, but the song was heard by that many people and deserves to have that level of praise and credit also, just as much. It's one of the things we're doing at Nuplac is that we're certifying global streams and global sales because every single one counts. And we'll give our equivalent of what a gold or a platinum record is for global sales and global streams because they do count.
And how many hit songs have you composed or produced? Approximately 25, 30? If I'm not wrong.
I recently accounted everything and I've worked, I think, on over 260 songs in the past 3 years. Combined to, I think, over 2.3 billion streams, all combined. Now, hit songs and...
That's fair enough.
20.
So,
yeah.
And you own publishing of all the songs?
All the songs I co-wrote or co-produced, absolutely.
Yeah. So what will be an average publishing royalty per year for you?
Want me to take it?
Sure.
I want this for a lot of composers, songwriters in India who are thinking of going global, because the rules are going to change.
Yeah.
The systems are going to change. So eventually, when you own a publishing, what does it actually mean monetary-wise for anybody?
I'm glad you asked. Not one size fits all. What listeners need to understand is that music publishing is complex. Mm-hmm. And there are several royalty streams from music. And you have the master side, which is the sound recording.
Yeah.
You derive royalty from streams and from sales and from, playing the record on the radio or syncing it in TV, all of these royalties, right? Music publishing has very, very similar royalties, but they are paid to the composers and the composers. So you've got performance royalties, you've got mechanical royalties, you've got neighboring rights as well, and there's a small portion of that is accounted for in music publishing as well. MCPS Mechanicals collect a portion of that. So there's all these different records, but how much money you make depends on a variety of factors, because you can have a hit record on streaming that doesn't necessarily get a ton of radio play.
Yeah.
Or you can have a record that has a ton of radio play but doesn't really go big on Spotify, right? So the more radio you get, and the more syncs you get, the more money you'll make on music publishing revenue, and the more physical copies you sell, on mechanical royalties, the more money you'll make as well. I'll give you an example. On a hit record in Korea, you can, if you got 50% of the music publishing royalties and you wrote a hit record that sells 3 million, 4 million sales, you may make $600,000 or $700,000.
That's a good number.
Which is a good number. And that may be gross, and then your publisher takes a cut, right? And you take a cut. But that's on a record that's a single, that has some syncs, that's played on the radio.
Live
performances, sync, they do a tour documentary, and that's part of it. And so that's a $10,000 clearance fee, all these different types of revenue.
Plus you have a valuation of that publishing. So in case you want to sell it in the future,
yes,
and you easily get about 10, 15 times off your yearly
the
revenue.
average multiple for publishing catalogs at the moment is 12 MPS, and catalogs are valuable. The difference on how you value your catalog will depend on the genre of music and the timeliness of the songs. So a Bruce Springsteen catalog that has proven its timelessness across 20 years has a much, much higher, you can sell that probably for 20x, right? Because it's going to continue to be synced to movies. Whereas a K-pop song,
much more.
There's a lot of volume. And so even though we have big, quick spikes to success, the drop down is just
the curve is like this.
The bell curve is much more aggressive. So you're releasing music, you earn a lot of money very quickly, and then where music publishers have a retention period of 5 years, 15 years, 20 years, sometimes lifetime of copyright. If you sign the act early and you get in early and you have these types of retention periods, you're able to collect for a really long time. Now, if you have a every step you take kind of record, right? Or an Elvis Presley record or a Michael Jackson record, something that's really, really living for a long time. You're collecting for your entire retention period. Yeah. For K-pop, we don't really need to sign artists with massive retention periods. We try to get a good one just in case it's a hit like Butter by BTS that's going to live forever, right? But that doesn't always happen. So long as we can collect for the first 3 to 5 years, you know, and see the bell curve, you kind of have made your money. Now, in America, physical records aren't selling. So you would have to have a record that does 1 billion, 2 billion streams and has a ton of radio play to make the same kind of money.
Yeah. And consistency is also so important because of that reason, especially in K-pop where, like he said, like, you know, records will boom and then the next record from another group will come out that will take over. So having a consistency, and I've been very fortunate to and grateful to have found that for the past few years, and having had records back to back, which has kept consistency in my royalty checks and all of that. The people watching who are writers also need to understand that you will most likely also not see that money from the moment the song drops for probably 1.5 to 2 years before everything is being collected, because it needs to be collected in every single country in the world.
And then there's withholding tax from the countries where the royalties are collected, so you lose 15% if it's coming from Korea back to America.
Then it goes to your sub-publisher, who's going to take another 10-15%, and then it's going to your publisher, and every time it's a 6-month accounting period to move over. So that's why consistency, once again, because if it takes 2 years...
Volume.
It's about volume, but you have to know that within, you know, even if you start finding success, you might need to work a day job for the first 1.5 years. Although you may have the #1 record in the world, you may still be working a day job because it's going to take that long to see your money.
So now some quick questions before we wrap it up. First thing, I mean, out of your entire experiences, if I had to ask you, what are the most important learnings from your life and career, both of you?
I would say being humble, no matter what success you may find or have, you know, always stay true to yourself, to never lose the passion for what you do, to always feel like the times where you were hungry and like hustling and you know, giving everything, to never stop being that way. And I mean, I can speak for something more personal for me, for example, is I've also had to learn to be less attached to what I created. It was something that...
Don't be too precious.
It was hard for me at first because I was very passionate about what I created and all my songs, but you know, it was like, at first, like, they're my songs, you know, I made them, and when I would send them to labels and this and that, and I would get negative feedback on the song, you know, you take it personal because, you know, you made it with all your heart and you're following up on all that stuff. You're very attached to your work. And honestly, the moment where I let go and kind of, you know, lost all attachment to, you make a song, you let it flow. I'm all about energy.
Next song, forget you ever made it. If it gets cut, great. If it doesn't, it's in the ether.
Yeah, once it's done,
very, very important.
It's out there, let it live, move on to the next one. Don't attach the self to what you're creating. It's not who you are. You know, you are here, it flows through you, but you're not your songs, you're not your music, you're not your success. So that was, you know, a big lesson for me.
Good ones. Taylor?
Play the long game. Don't be clouded by short-term strategy. Always think about the relationships and prioritize the relationships. The strategy goes both ways for artists and for executive talent, right? If you're an executive, the artist will come and go, and you may have a relationship that you'll be able to work on 20 or 30 artists with throughout your career. The relationship is more important. If you're an artist or producer or a writer, you may be inclined to screw someone over for short-term success, for $1,000 extra on the production fee because they offered a little more, but you already gave your word, to somebody else, keep your word, do what you say you're going to do, do not shift and change. Once you say you're going to give the record to someone, even if the grass is greener and something else comes along, you already gave your word, you committed, you go with it. You'll build respect and you'll build long-term connections. And the long-term game is more important than the short-term success. And that's one of the biggest things that I learned.
Very well said. You've spent 7 years with each other now?
About that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the one good thing about him and what is the one bad thing about him?
I mean, good things, honestly, there's so many. The main thing is he's influenced me so much to the person I am today. Just learning from what he said a second ago, how he's a man of his words. Anything he says, he will do, no matter what. Inspired me so much of no matter what he wants to do, he will do, no matter what anybody will say.
And the bad thing?
Here we go. Can we get a drum roll, please?
I never thought about that.
Or maybe something he can improve, he can work upon. That's a better way to put it.
His balance with, taking a little bit more care
My health.
of his health. And because he's so passionate and gives everything into everything he's trying to accomplish, I always encourage him to, make sure he gets enough sleep, stay fed, drink water, things like that.
Okay. That's more of a concern than being a bad thing, but good for you. Taylor, what is one good thing about him? What does he want him to improve?
Yeah, so many. You can tell we have a genuine close relationship, right?
Yeah.
At this point. One of the things that I appreciate about, and I'm going to refer to us as of our relationship at this point, rather than him as an individual, is his ability to confide and trust. And it is the single most important thing in a manager-artist relationship. You have to have the complete trust, and you have to know that the person on the other end has your best intentions at heart. And that doesn't happen overnight. It's earned, and it takes time, and it takes practice to showcase your commitment to each other. And from day one, we went into this saying, we are going to have to learn to trust each other. There are going to be things that I don't want you to do. There are going to be things that you want to do that I don't think you should do, vice versa. And we have to be team members, and we have to trust each other. I remember the first time that he sent me a record and said, this is such a huge song, and I want you to send it out to this artist. And I played the song and I went, I don't think it's great. And you have a history, you have a reputation of only sending like great records. And when they come from my inbox, or if they come from you with your name on it, they have to be fantastic. And we cannot let the quality, of sending mediocre records out tarnish your brand. And I don't want to send this out, and I don't think it's good enough. With 99% of the other acts that I've worked with, that would have been an argument. And it would have been, well, music's subjective and it's taste, and you may think that, but I think it's great. And the whole thing would have started. Your job is to send it out. You're my manager. You work for me. That's not the relationships that I don't work like that. I work as a team. And the first thing you said was, bro, I trust you. If you're saying we shouldn't send it out, it's because you don't think it's what's best for me. And that's the truth. So the trust we have is so crucial. And it's one of the things that I'm most grateful to him for, is for trusting me with his career and trusting me with his life, because it's a big commitment and you can't take it lightly. And I don't. So that's a big one. I'm proud of his development as a creative, because he continues to not stay stagnant. He wants to learn and improve and learn what the new sounds are, move with the trends. If I call him up and say, bro, we got to pay attention to India, let's go do a trip. Let's learn. Let's build relationships. He says, I'm there. Let's do it. He commits, he dedicates, and he puts the time in and puts the work in. So, and of course, the talent speaks for itself. I don't have to compliment him on his amazing talent anymore because the accolades already do. One of the things he needs to work on.
Yeah.
You ready, big boy?
I'm ready.
He needs to work on standing up for himself. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. You don't be selfish by taking advantage of people, but it's okay to put your needs first when you're in a situation where the other person is trying to hold you back and to diminish what your potential for greatness is. And I've gotten to know him so well. And sometimes he hasn't always had as much opportunity as he could and been able to fulfill his potential as much as he could, because there have been contributing factors that have maybe influenced him not to do some things, not to travel, not to take a trip, not to fully immerse in the moment. That's one of the things that, as of recent, he's removed the blindfold and he's fully immersing himself in everything that makes him happy. And when it's things that make him happy and he's able to fulfill his full potential, you're going to see this guy go from strength to strength to strength to strength, and he's going to be unstoppable. And so that's one of the things that he needed to work on, and he is working on, and he is seeing the results from it with immediate effect.
Very well said. What are you looking from artists from India?
A multitude of things. We're looking to help. I want to be a bridge, and the Hello group wants to be a bridge. He wants to be a bridge. We want to be a bridge between the world we know and the world here, and helping to contribute towards the global adoption of great music. And there is great music and great artistry and great passion here. And if we can do a little bit and play a small part in helping to accelerate the growth and accelerate the blend between the two worlds, then it's a job well done. And as far as the literal answer to your question, I'm looking to manage artists here, not to compete with talent managers here, because I don't know this market as well as you do, nowhere near. But I would love to collaborate and add value, and maybe to help represent them in the world that I do know, and to help add value, and again, add that bridge. I'd love to enhance touring and live touring plans. So we're working with a lot of artists on building out their international touring schedules and putting that together, television and film opportunities, and of course, music publishing, which again is a newer, more recently adopted practice for India specifically. Of course, it's not new in the sense of the word and the business, but furthering the adoption of songwriter and creative sessions and that collaboration that happens artistically.
But so let's assume I'm that artist or the composer or the lyricist or the music producer who's listening to this podcast or watching this podcast. I feel I'm the one. I only want to know two things. One, what are the kind of qualities you guys are looking at in that artist? So to be able to judge whether I fit in that bracket or not.
Can you specify which role you play? You're an artist?
I'm a singer-songwriter.
You're a singer-songwriter. I need to see good packaging that I believe has global appeal. And I need to see the environment. Let me clarify what those both mean. The good packaging is you need to have figured out your identity. I'm not interested in helping you learn who you are. I'm interested in helping scale who you've already discovered you are. That's what music business is, right? It's, you want to be the next Post Malone? Let me see it. I want to see the way you dress, the way you sing, the style of recordings. I want to see the hustle online. I want to see all of that stuff. I want to see your brand so clearly represented, and I want to see confidence in who you want to be. You asked me earlier, who was the favorite session that we had, And I said, Arman, because Arman walked in and he knew exactly who he was. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want to sound like. This is how I look, feel, represent, and this is the plan. For me, that's compelling. So I want to see complete confidence, if you're an artist, in your own identity. And then I want to see proof of concept. And proof of concept is your ability to showcase, not that you've become a huge artist. You can be small. That's okay. But I want to see that you've stayed consistent. You've released songs. It's not just one and you haven't done one in a year, but you're releasing music, that you're posting online, you're engaging with fans, you have the ability to build a community, even if that community is just 2,000 followers on your Instagram page, but I'm seeing the level of engagement and the interaction and the caring and all of that kind of stuff that goes into it. I want to see that proof of concept. And if you can blend a strong sense of identity with a good environment that you've built around yourself, and of course, talent and good morals, which are right in the center of these two things, that's of interest.
And if I'm a songwriter, like I'm a producer or composer or lyricist?
Being unique, there's the
individual soundscape.
Yeah, like actually bringing something new to the table, new sounds, new, fresh perspective.
These days, when we sign a writer or producer to the publishing company, we test them first. I want to see how diverse you can be, how quick you can be, how adaptive you can be, because if you're going to have a long-term career as a writer and as a producer, you need to be able to move with the market, and you have to be able to continuously improve your skills. That's one of the things I just spoke to that he does so well. He's always stayed current. So I'm going to send you a reference, create a song like this. I want to hear it, and I don't want to hear it in 5 days. I want to hear it tomorrow by midday. Let's see if you can do it. Let's see if when I put you in a room, you can perform.
Exactly, like efficiency is so important, because there's producers who are great when they work on their own and they have 2 weeks to produce a record, but, if you want to find success, you have to work fast and quick, and you need to show up every single day at your best. Of course, there's going to be some days every now and then where maybe you don't have much inspiration, or the song you make is just, not 100%, but the goal is to be close to 100%. And you need to get to the studio and be creative and work fast. And, I think the reason why I've had so much success is that like I said earlier, I never prepare ideas before my sessions. I've been to many camps where all the producers, we chat before and we hang out, and they ask me, so, what type of tracks have you prepared? And I'm like, nothing. I haven't even went through sounds. I just flew here, and I'm going to get to the studio tomorrow morning, open my laptop and see what comes out. While they already made a whole pack of tracks, but the energy is never the same. I feed off the energy of the artist. And being able to show up every day and just, do your best and be efficient is key.
Let's assume I possess all these qualities. How do I reach out to you?
Good question.
Well, you're always a DM away.
You're always a DM away.
Nowadays, you have no excuse to, you're a DM away.
You can contact us on our website. Yeah. We have a phone number. We have Instagrams, Twitters. DM us. We're here. And our email addresses are pretty simple. It's the name @thehellogroup.com. And if you need to reverse engineer that to find someone, it's that simple.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be the most important part of the podcast, because this podcast is made for people to be able to collaborate and know each other much more. My final question, the last question, first to you, Alawn. How would you like you to be remembered or known in your fans' mind?
That's a great question. Musically speaking, as an innovator, someone who was able to merge a lot of different worlds together and create something new. On a personal level, just somebody who's authentic, creative, you know, I just want to inspire people. I love teaching. I do a lot of masterclass. I do a lot of stories showing how I made this, how I did that. There's so many producers who are very on the fence of like showing what they used or what sound or how they did that. I'm never like that. I respond to fans every day on Instagram when they ask me, oh, how did you get that sound? Or how did you do this? I always share
your craft.
Perfect, per se secrets. Yeah, share your craft. Don't be selfish.
And how would you love to be considered or thought about in the whole music industry?
An honest, hands-on executor.
Very well said.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually missed one. I had one more question. So you've been to India now. You're in India for some time. You met a lot of artists. You've done this podcast as well. But what is that? When will you actually feel achieved in India? After doing what?
I think after this week, once these songs start to come out, we got another week. It's probably going to be 20 songs with 20 superstars in India. So hopefully we would have had some success then. We're doing a TV show at the moment. We're putting that together. We're setting up a team here as well that can help build that bridge. So I think some commercial success with the songs that we put out and that we've worked on would be nice. And hopefully they resonate well with the market here and the fans, and hopefully the fans love the music. That's always what it's about at the end of the day, is that the fans enjoy what you do. Yeah. So,
and globally,
I would love to come back in 6 months and to go to a concert and to watch one of our songs being played live. Yeah. And watch the audience roar. I remember the first time I experienced that with K-pop, and that was just a really, that's when it sinks in, and you see 20,000 people in an arena singing the song that you were writing in the studio, one night at 2 a.m, and you poured your heart and soul into it, and now everybody else is pouring their hearts and souls into it. That's a beautiful moment. So if we're able to see that happen, and if we're able to help India share its moment and its lifetime of amazing music and culture with the rest of the world, I feel like we would have done a good thing.
Amen to that. Wishing you all the best. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being so comfortable, honest, humble, and open to answering all the questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
I'm sure the audience is going to love it.
The impact you've had on the music business and here is undeniable, and you're a legend, and we're grateful to be here with you.
Very honored.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully when ITZY or TWICE or BTS or one of the big K-pop groups that we've worked with comes to India, they'll join you on the podcast.